What is up, everybody? It's Jenna here. You haven't seen the old LPS Sona in a while, have you? Yeah, as you guys might have noticed, I kind of have fallen off of making LPS videos for a while now. This isn't to say that I've stopped loving LPS videos, I just don't think they really fit the focus of my channel anymore. I've said this in previous videos, I think my channel is primarily focused on my art projects. But for this video, I wanted to take it back to the old days and bring back the LPS Sona. Why, you may ask? Because today, we're reviewing the new LPS releases. So if you guys don't know, the company Basic Fun has partnered with Hasbro in order to release brand new LPS for this current generation. And being a longtime lover of LPS and seeing how badly previous reboots have been botched, I really wanted to take a look at this and see if they hold up to the classic LPS. Classic being 2005 onwards, up until the quote-unquote new LPS were released around 2013, 14? Don't quote me on this. But yeah, just the good old LPS molds and faces you all know and love. But before we get into that, I just want to say I'm really happy that Hasbro was able to partner with Basic Fun for this particular release. And the reason why I want to do this is because I want to point this out because they have been doing a spectacular job with re-releasing old My Little Pony products. Let's just take this aside for now and bring in this Basic Fun release of a Generation 1 My Little Pony. Now, what I'm about to say in this may be sacrilegious to pony collectors, so please don't come after me in the comments, but I just want to talk about how freaking amazing these Basic Fun collaborations have been. So you can see this pony has had the original body mold, the sort of trotting mold from Generation 1. It still has the same noticeable face and eye shape of Generation 1. It has the cutie marks on both sides, and it even comes with a little bow on her tail. The bow is held on by a rubber band. You can't really tie it into a ribbon like you could with the original. But there's also just a lot to love about her. This girl is really special because her name is Aurora, and she was released as part of the 40th anniversary collection. And she is one of the celestial ponies based on concept art from Hasbro that never was released in the original G1 lineup. So this is an all-new, original-ish pony from Basic Fun, which I think is super cool. Another thing that's cool about these ponies is if we bring in another pony, this is the original Posy, who some of you may know is the inspiration behind Fluttershy in My Little Pony Generation 4. And this is an original one from Generation 1. If you give her head a squeeze, you can kind of see that, her neck kind of pops out like this, and her body is very squishy, and that's because it's sort of a mold of hard plastic. There's nothing really hollow on the inside. But this girl is a lot more solid, has a lot more foundation. She's still a bit squishy, but she is a lot more weighted and a lot easier to sort of move around with, if that makes sense. She has a little bit more weight to her, which I like. But the best part of all, boom! Head articulation. You can see that the ponies from previous generations don't really have articulation unless, of course, it's part of the gimmick, like the Peekaboo baby ponies, which did have head articulation. But these girls just come with head articulation right out the gate, which I think is a vast improvement over the sort of static heads from G1. Okay, so I just derailed this video talking about My Little Pony instead of LPS. That was mainly just to draw contrast to show Basic Fun is able to both keep in the spirit of an original Hasbro property like My Little Pony, and also improve on it. And that's why I'm really excited to see what this release is like. So, without further ado, let's get started. Start by just opening up the box right here. Boom! The girls are out of the cardboard. You can check it out on the back of the cardboard. You can see all the pets you can get. They have blind box pets. They have even an App Store game, I think. That's pretty cool. You don't really see a ton of App Store games for children's properties anymore. I really think we should bring that back. They changed the tagline for Littlest Pet Shop, so now it's How Big Is Your Littlest Pet Shop Crew instead of just How Big Is Your Littlest Pet Shop. I think it's a slight downgrade, but I don't know. It might just be nostalgia glasses for me. And of course, you can see down here, it's a little blurry. Basic Fun. So now let's free these pets and review their accessories. Alright, I've released some of the accessories out of the box. Well, all the accessories, just not the pets. And they're very similar to the old style packaging, the bigger ones like this. They come with a band that you need to snip off, but the rest of these you can just pop right out, which I think is nicely true to form. Let's start with reviewing these goggles. These goggles are excellently sculpted. They're made of, like, I think a stronger plastic. It's not as bendy as some of the LPS glasses were back in the day. So it may be a little bit of a pain to get these on your LPS, but I think that also is an improvement because, a lot of those times, I think these will be a lot more durable and better for sort of rougher play or rougher videos in my case. I'm gonna definitely try and put these on one of the pets and one of my old pets just to see how they compare. Next up we have this cute little seashell. And if you open it up right here, she has a little pearl inside, and she is made of a much lighter plastic, which is to sort of be expected for something this small, but I think it's also a lot less rubbery than some of the accessories that you get for LPS in 2005. So I think that's an interesting change. I don't necessarily know how to feel about it, but I do like the concept of this little pearl seashell. And last but not least, we have the lemonade cup, or lemonade bowl in this case. Again, it's very well sculpted detail-wise. It's got these two little plugs at the bottom. I've never actually had a lemonade bowl before, so I don't know if this is, like, commonplace for them. I didn't see them in, like, the regular food cereal bowls, so it might just be me. It has a straw, a little lemon, and little ice cubes floating around in there. And again, it has the similar issue with the plastic with the seashell. It is a little bit tougher than the sort of more rubbery plastic, but it does still kind of look and feel like the original. So I'm trying to sort of be, like, unbiased. I'm comparing them to the originals, but I'm also seeing how they can be good in their own way. And it definitely does capture the nostalgia, and again, it's quite durable for play. Now, I've been rambling on about accessories and plastic and all that jazz for a while now, so let's get to the part you all really want to see. Let's unbox the LPS! First up, the cat. Now, this cat is gorgeous. I love her color scheme. I love her detail. She's so beautifully detailed with painting. She definitely has the same sort of plastic, rubber, that type of plastic, the very more rubbery plastic that most of the LPS from the old days were made of, which is cool. And she has a hole in the bottom, so she is compatible with older LPS playsets and newer ones. I don't think I've seen that. I don't have any newer ones yet, but once I get my hands on them, I will definitely test it out. But yeah, I think, oh my gosh, fur details. And something that other LPS creators have pointed out is the symbol that's usually in their eye shine is now somewhere on the pet themselves. So, like, this is one of the fancier pets, so it's not in the eye shine. I do think that is a little bit of an odd change, but I think it's sort of like My Little Pony, where it's like a cutie mark, essentially. So, again, it's not something I hate. It's not something I'm going to trash them for. It's just something I'm a little bit not used to because of the proven LPS formula. So yeah, I love this cat. This cat is beautiful. And then next up we have the axolotl. I actually don't think they had axolotls in LPS before this. I might be wrong. Again, you guys can correct me in the comments. Don't judge me. But she is lovely. You can see she has the fanciest shine on her little fin there, or whatever it's called. She has the hole again. She's a lot simpler painted than the cat, but I think what makes up for the lack of color theming is just how dynamic and bright the colors are. She has bright blue eyes, very bright little things on her tail, very bright pink fins, and just a nice lighter pink body that very nicely contrasts with it. And the position she's in is also very cute. I love this pose for her, so yeah. And here are the new LPS with their accessories. I don't think that the more plasticky accessories fit sort of that well with the same material as the LPS, but that's just a personal criticism of mine. They are still very well made and very nostalgic for LPS collectors. And this scuba mask actually works quite well. I was not really a pain to get on the pet, so I'm very surprised and very pleased with that. So now let's test the accessories with the old LPS and compare and contrast. Alright, I brought in some of my old LPS accessories. I brought in Sabby's skirt and this pair of goggles from the Pets on the Go line. So let's compare and contrast. You can definitely tell that these glasses are way, way more flexible. They're made of actual rubber and not sort of this plastic rubber. So there's a lot more flexibility, and it's a fair bit easier to sort of get it on the pet's head. This works quite well. Let's test it out with one of my old LPS. And I put these scuba goggles on this bat right here, and as you can see, it fits relatively okay. Her face, it doesn't really fit the face shape. It's a little wonky. You can kind of see her eye poking out there. So I think this is definitely where the more flexible rubber goggles, flexible rubber goggles come in handy with fitting to the pet's form. The same thing goes with this skirt, comparing it to the sort of more durable plastic. A lot of LPS accessories are made with sort of the same rubbery, flexible material, so I think it does add a little bit more dynamicism towards play, but this is not to knock these accessories at all. They're lovely designed accessories, and again, I think the plastic does add durability. I think it just needs to be able to sort of fit the pet's shape, fit how the pets are designed, just a little bit better. Of course, we can't forget the fabric bows attached with rubber bands. Thank you, Vanessa, for cameoing. And Strawberry's little bonnet, which is made again, of a similar sort of hard plasticky rubber, but it still can bend if you put your fingers in it. This cannot. Absolutely no bending, and I know the cereal bowls like this can bend somewhat. It's very tough like this, so yeah. So that's my review of the new LPS for 2024. What are my thoughts? My thoughts are overall, Basic Fun and Hasbro really went out of their way to give collectors an experience that's very much reminiscent of of collecting LPS. I think the pets are really well made, they're very well designed, extraordinary paint job, and I like how they can interact with like other LPS accessories. The only thing I really have criticism on, as I've repeated, is I think the accessories just need a little bit of tweaking just to make them more accessible to all pets. But overall, I can say they've definitely captured the magic of what it was like to have LPS as a kid for this new generation. I don't think they improved upon designs quite as much as they did with My Little Pony, but honestly, these are so good on their own, there really isn't that much to improve, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, that's my review of the new generation of LPS. I'm so excited to have the old LPS back in stores, and I cannot wait to collect more of these girls to put in my collection and hopefully star in more YouTube videos, because I really should make an LPS video occasionally. These are really fun to make. Again, I just don't think they fit the trajectory of my channel, but you never know. I might do an LPS video for my 10-year anniversary or something, who knows. But yeah, that's it for this time, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed my LPS review. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like, favorite, and comment. And if you enjoyed, remember to subscribe and smash that bell button for lots of new videos coming your way. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys!